There we go. Hey everyone, this is the Pretty Tarot YouTube channel, and this is the December 2017 reading for the Earth signs, and I am going to be doing readings for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn individually in this video. And I would appreciate it if you guys could timestamp, and for those of you who do timestamp, I thank you graciously, and I would like for you all to tell these people thank you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm going to start out with Virgo, and then I'm going to do either Taurus or Capricorn next, but I'm going to do them all individually in this particular video. And this is for the sun sign, the moon, rising, Venus, and Mars if it applies, okay? And because it's a general reading, it can apply to any area of your life that is significantly going on. So it can apply to love life, jobs, career, money, finances, relationship, family issues, health, whatever is significantly going on for you guys. And also keep in mind, because it is a general reading that I'm doing for each one of these signs, that there are so many of you out there that it is absolutely impossible to connect with all of your energy on an individual basis. Many of you will share similarities in your story and what's going on for you. However, not all of you. So if it doesn't resonate, don't feel angry, mad, or upset, or feel like, oh, I'm not a great reader or anything. No, because I haven't seen one tarot reader that pretty much has the ability to tap into everyone's energy that way. It's just absolutely impossible. And so, hey, it is what it is. I do pray before I even start the video, though, that the messages that really need to be heard for those who truly need it come through, you know, with angel guides and spirit guides and things, okay? And no, I don't, I'm not guided by anything negative. So that's for those of you who have that kind of concern, because somebody did comment one time saying, I hope those spirits aren't negative spirits. No, I don't go by those kind of spirits, okay? Everything I do is with positive love and energy. Also, I do the drawings every month now for a free mini reading. Last month, everybody who actually participated, I did a mini reading for. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it every single month, but you never know what I feel like doing. I might feel real generous. So if you're interested in participating in the monthly readings or whatever, the drawings, for the free mini reading, comment in the sections, the comment section or whatever, on the videos that I actually do readings on in the current month, in order to qualify for the drawing for the following month. So this is December. If you're commenting right now in the December readings, then you will be entered into a drawing for the January drawing. Those who commented in the November videos will be entered into the drawing for the this month of December, okay? And that will be coming up in about, I want to say, a week or two, okay? So one last shuffle for Virgo here. One last shuffle for Virgo, and then I'm moving forward. If you're interested in a personal reading, then go to prettytarot.com, where you can book there with me. And you can also get more information about how you can book with me, and you know, how much the readings are in the description box below, and in the comments I'll pin something here as well. And I welcome to any new viewers, and I appreciate those of you who are returning viewers. Much love to you all. And I'm going to repeat all this information later on for those of you who are skipping around the intro and stuff, because skipping the intro can cause you guys to miss out on information such as about the drawing for the free mini reading. And I really don't want you guys to miss out on the opportunity. All right, got the Virgo energy here. Let's lay these out for Virgo. Okie dokie here. All right, so, and by the way, I'm doing all these readings in one bulk video because right now it's easiest for me to do right now for this month. And someone let me know that they actually like the videos done this way. So I appreciate feedback. All right, so Virgo, you guys, for this particular month of December 2017 here, you guys, you have like this thing going on where you got a hassle going on. You got a hassle, conflict. You may be on the defense or something because you guys are experiencing a situation here where you may be caught up in something. You know, you may be caught up in something that is unpleasant for you, or you may have gotten caught up somehow and it's become a hassle for you. It could also be that you kind of got caught up in this mousetrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't see it coming either, is what I kind of get for you guys. And of course you wouldn't, because whoever this is that kind of caught you up in this, you probably took it for granted because you thought, oh, you either thought this was a small issue, or you thought you may have underestimated this person, or you may have just underestimated the situation, period. Because you see this line, he's caught up in this trap here, and it was a little tiny mouse that caught him. As big and strong as he is, you know, he didn't see that coming. And I think it's because he underestimated whoever this is that got him caught up in this trap or whatever, or the situation at hand is something that you guys may have kind of taken for granted, and it kind of actually caught you up, you know. And it's been a hassle here. It's been a hassle. It's been a fight here, some sort of struggle. It could be some sort of conflict going on or something. You got into some sort of fight or disagreement. I also get a conflict of interest for some of you, and I also get that some of you are having to defend yourself here because someone has kind of like somebody I'm hearing misplaced. They have misplaced judgment of you, or misplaced feelings or something or whatever. But whatever the case is, someone's on the defense as well. I don't know, and it's because somebody kind of got you, I don't know, in this whole thing here where they got you caught up somehow. But and what's affecting this, and it's going to be different for each one of you. It really is. It also could be because the Two of Rods in the traditional tarot deck, because I'm going by what's here for the whimsical tarot, but in the traditional tarot deck, that's a path, needing to make a choice in a path between one path or the other. Okay, one decision or the other. You have a choice or a path to make in one direction or another, in two totally different directions, and that also could be what's causing you this hassle or this conflict. It could be self-conflict as well about which direction to go, and you're just feeling kind of caught up here. And what's affecting this is, for some of you, you really could be, and this is so interesting that you got two Ace of Rods here. So this so much feels like it's a career move for you guys, that you could be self-conflicted about and kind of caught up, or kind of just like it's a hassle for you because you're really needing to make a choice here about a new start that could be career related, job related, related to a relationship, or some of you may need to make a move, okay, or whatever. For others of you, it could just be about something that you're just purely passionate about here, okay, and it's just been a real conflicting issue for you guys, you know. Yeah, it could just be a really conflicting issue for you guys that you're really struggling with, whether it's internally within yourself, or whether it's with someone else, or within the situation, or whatever this is, okay. Like I said, some of you could just really want to make a move, but you feel like you can't. You know, you feel like you're caught up or something, and like I said, you have a choice to make between one path or the other, one decision or the other, and it's really conflicting. it's just some sort of conflicting energy here with this, you know. And some of you could, like I said, just be fighting with this notion that you need to do something about it or whatever, or a hassle. I'd be real interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. But what's hanging over the situation, Virgo, though, like I said, it's still pointing out a new beginning, a new start. So this is interesting. You guys definitely are I feel like you guys are at a pivotal point, a major pivotal point here in some area of your life. Like I said, whether it's jobs, career, in a need to make a move to maybe another location or a relationship, whatever this is, or just about the way you feel about your life or how passionate you feel about your life. It's like you guys still have this hanging over your situation. It's a new start, once again, but it's one that is encountered with some sort of difficulty. It could be just a new start that is difficult to get off the ground, hard to get off the ground, or it could just be you don't even know how to make this new start, or it could be a new start that, like I said, is just difficulties that comes with it, or like I said, it's hard to get off the ground, or you just don't know how to make this new start. Because some of you could be very impatient as well, could also be the issue, and that could be what's tripping you guys up, okay, with this new start, because they're in a rush, but it's tripping them up. They're very impatient here, you know, and the Temperance card is all about patience, and you guys are not feeling very patient about this new start, and you could be trying to, but it's kind of got you guys tripping up. What's underlying this situation here, Virgo, and this could very well be about the fact that this is an air, I wanted to say air sign, but this is a fire sign. So some of you could be dealing with someone who is an air sign, but maybe they have fire in their chart somewhere, like in their, maybe they have a fire sign that is a rising moon, Venus or Mars for them or something. Or it could be they're an air sign, sun sign, but like I said, they have fire in their chart somewhere. But this is really typically, this is a fire sign, but I wanted to say air. So whoever this is that you guys are dealing with here could be an air sign, but this is a fire sign though. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it's someone, like I said, who has fire in their chart, their birth and natal chart. If you don't know, then just go by the sun sign, or you can go by the characteristic that this is somebody who they come off as being confident. They could be very warm, they're very sociable, they could be very dominant, a boss, a leader type, someone who's not shy, they're outgoing, they may like to travel, they could be a lot of fun, they could be very talkative, they also could be rude and arrogant and conceited at times. They also could be very, like I said, passionate as well and compassionate. So these are characteristics of this person here. They could be, like I said, a boss or a manager, leader, something like that. But so in regards to this person, it's about, either going on your own to do something in regards to them, or maybe this choice to become single in regards to dealing with them, or this could be seeking out prosperity and security with this particular individual here. Or maybe this person could be influencing your desire to go on your own and either be independent or to work on a project on your own. Or maybe this person could be influencing your security, your prosperity, abundance, and your wealth here. This is a person who, they're typically independent. They're on their own, whether they go to do a project on their own, or they are single and they're secure though. However, they have themselves together and they're secure. They don't really feel like they need anything because they have all they need, because they've built all this up for themselves, or this is someone who I would definitely consider to be well off, okay? Meaning they have their ducks in a row. They have everything because they put forth the energy and effort towards it. So either this person is influencing that, or maybe they want to benefit from it, or maybe they're trying to encourage you to do something here, or maybe you're feeling like you need to go on your own with something, okay, in regards to them. If this was a personal reading, I would pull clarifying cards on that. But this is a general reading for you guys, so I'm not going to pull any clarifying cards. But in the past here, in the past position, could have been over the last few weeks, the last few months, or over the past year or a few years, it looks like there was definitely a decision that needed to be made. Because this is a contemplation card. This is also a card that is relating to passion. You know, so it could have been some romance or something going on, or a passionate situation, or whatever it could be, you know, could have been. But this is mostly, to me, about making decisions between one option or the other, okay? Now, what's kind of aiding that is that, you know, with that decision that needs to be made, or whatever what was going on here, it kind of got you hung up here, you know, kind of got you hung up. Meaning you either have some hang-ups about, you know, you either had some hang-ups about a decision or choice that need to be made, or you were just kind of hanging in there, trying to hang in there to figure out what it is that you wanted to do. And maybe you didn't know. Maybe you just was kind of waiting for that other shoe to drop, or waiting for something, waiting for an some sort of idea or conclusion to kind of hit you, or some sort of epiphany on what to do about this decision that you need to make, or this choice that you need to make here. Or you were just waiting around to see what happens before you made a decision. But that's in the past position. In the present position here, it looks like something kind of like either came up for you guys in this month here, or is coming, or is going to come up, where it could be something where maybe you suddenly get this idea, maybe you suddenly get this epiphany, maybe you suddenly get hit up with some information, or some sort of notice or something, or maybe something catches you off guard. For some of you, it could be something falls apart from some sort of dramatic situation popping up, or some chaos ensues or breaks out or whatever. But for some of you, this could literally just be you get a sudden notice, or something catches you off guard, and it does, or something catches you by surprise. It doesn't have to be a negative thing necessarily. It could be a positive thing, like I said, because it could be an epiphany, or you just get this idea where you're just like, oh, this is what I need to do, and it just comes out of nowhere, maybe even catches you off guard or whatever, because it strikes you, you know, hits you like lightning almost, in a sense. And it's in regards to an emotional offer here, a small emotional offer. It could be where you realize what it is that you need to communicate, or maybe someone communicates something with you that kind of just like catches you off guard or whatever. Or like I said, maybe you get an idea about what it is that you need to communicate, or what it is you need to know. Now, getting into what your concern is here, Virgo, you're definitely concerned about seeing your, you know, your whatever this is that you desire to come to fruition, seeing things come together, reaping what it is that you sowed, harvesting the fruits of your labor. You know, you put in efforts, and now you want to be able to get something back out of it. But like I said, it's been a hassle here, and it could be an internal struggle or hassle that you're fighting with, and it maybe is something that's not even a real hassle. It could just be all in your head here, okay? That whatever this is you're having conflict about, or fighting with, or having a hassle or a struggle with here, because this bunny is fighting a scarecrow, something that's not even real, and they're caught up. Their hand is caught in whatever this tar or this jam is in this fake scarecrow. You know, it's almost like a setup here. And it could have been you set yourself up, because maybe you, like I said, were too worried or concerned with that this is harder than it has to be, or you're making it hard on yourself. But whatever the case is, it could be maybe you got caught up in something here, maybe some sort of, like I said, hassle, conflict, struggle, fight, or whatever. Or like I said, it's an internal struggle, fight, or conflict, or whatever, if it's not with another person or within the situation itself. But like I said, you guys are concerned about seeing things go your way, you know, wanting to get back out of the situation which you put into it, you know, wanting to see things come to fruition, wanting to reap the benefits of the efforts that you put in. Now, the outside influence, Virgo, for your situation here, it looks like you have this need to empower yourself, take charge, take control, use your wisdom, your knowledge, and your experience, and maybe even seek out wise counsel from someone else who's knowledgeable, that can help you make a decision, and so that you can make the tough calls or decisions that you need to make that will benefit not only yourself but the greater good of all in the situation here. However, you could be sleeping on that. Okay, you could be sleeping on this whole desire or need to really step up to the plate and take charge and take control here and lead the situation or guide the situation, because this little guy right here, he's supposed to be tending to his business here, which is the sheep and the cattle, and he's supposed to be blowing his horn to bring them all in, but he didn't took a rest. Now, he probably took a rest because he's tired or whatever, or maybe he's bored, but nonetheless, he's nowhere to be found. He over here taking a nap and slacking off, you know, but and no insult to you guys at all whatsoever, you know. It is what it is. But the Nine of Rods, typically in a regular tarot deck, is all about being prepared, okay? So for some of you, I'm going to say, based off of that knowledge alone, you guys could be trying to prepare to take the lead in a situation, or to take charge and take control and make the tough calls and decisions that you really have to make here that will benefit not only just yourself but the greater good of all, okay? Everyone involved. But be careful that you're not slacking off, though, because in the Whimsical Tarot deck, this guy is slacking off, okay, with the need to lead, take charge, and take control. That's the outside influence of your situation, Virgo. Now, your actual challenge or obstacle here in this month of December 2017, it looks like you may be struggling with this need to be disciplined, pull easy in the situation. You know, you may need to bite your tongue. You may need to have courage or strength, and it may be you might be struggling to do this because, once again here, you want to win. You want to win without having to go through any struggles, right? Without any fights or hassles or anything. Even if there's question about how you're going about it, because this guy, you know, he's pretty much, he's doing his thing, and he's, you know, I don't want to say he's doing his thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, or whatever, but others are questioning what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, others are questioning how he's leading these children or whatever, things like that. They're concerned about it, you know, but typically the Five of Swords is about winning. It could be about, you know, wanting to one-up someone, but it's not good to do that. But I just feel like you guys want to get what it is you want without having to go through any hassles or changes, or you want to win and come out on top here without having to go through any hassles or changes. But that may require you to be disciplined, or to have strength or courage, or to bite your tongue or pull easy in a situation, but you may be struggling with this, okay? Like I said, some of you may have to be careful how you go about what, you know, trying to come out on top in this situation, because it may come off as questionable by others. But you guys kind of expect, though, that once again, and this is interesting, it's right back to the Five of Swords, except it's coming up in my Sharma Caselli deck, whereas it came up in the Whimsical Tarot deck, except this is in the challenges and obstacles position. But in your expectations, you're still expecting to win. You're still expecting to get what it is you want and win without having to fight or go through any hassles or anything. Potentially, even if that means one-upping someone to do it, or doing doing whatever it is you got to do to win. But I don't feel like you all are all about one-upping someone or anything like that. Some of you just want to come out on top and, you know, get what it is you want and win without having to go through a bunch of changes, because you guys are concerned here with the Nine of Swords. You guys really have been stressed out in this situation, or you're expecting this is going to be stressed out, or you're expecting this is going to stress you out, you know, or this is going to be a burden to you guys, or it hasn't been, you know, it has been some sort of burden, like I said, a hassle or whatever. But you guys are expecting, like I said, to cut this burden away, to release this burden, to let it go, you know, because you know it's no longer serving your purpose. You know it's not what you want anymore, and you just want to come out on top here, okay? So that's what you guys are expecting to do, because like I said, the Nine of Swords in the traditional deck is worries, you know, sleepless nights, anxiety, depression, you know, kind of just in some form feeling like, you know, you want to get out of wherever this is because it could have you in your head, you know what I'm saying? But you guys are going to cut this out. You expect to release whatever this is burdening you to come out on top, to win, without any more hassles. Now, in the future position, Virgo, you have this thing here of you guys could end up either experiencing this or feeling this. But remember, however you choose to be proactive in your life determines the outcomes for these readings, okay? So this is a warning. Whatever you see in this reading, this is giving you, helping you gain insight, and is picking up on what some of you are going through. However, keep in mind the outcomes or the predictions for these readings, they're all dependent upon how proactive you are. So these serve as warnings, the future predictions and the outcomes that I'm about to read on. So if you see something you don't like, don't feel like, oh, this is terrible. Don't feel like it's bad news. Just take it as a warning where you can choose to proactively do something about changing things to get a better outcome, okay? Because nothing is set in stone, okay? The cards is going by the potential energy that's here, but nothing is set in stone. You have to choose to be proactive in your life. So, once again, back to the future position for Virgo for December 2017. This could be between now in the next few weeks or now in the next few months, okay? Maybe even beyond that. You guys are going to feel like it's a loss. Some of you may feel a sense of regret. Some of you may end up crying over spilled milk, meaning, you know, crying over a situation that you feel was a waste or, you know, a waste of time or whatever. However, this card always usually indicates that it's not necessarily a loss like you think it is. You just need to turn around. You know, if you can stop, you know, mourning for just a second and stop, you know, being in your feelings for a second and turn around and you see you're still surrounded by beauty, that beautiful castle, all this nature, and you still have a few options. You still have a couple options behind you. So you really are crying over spilled milk, if you can see that in the card there, okay? It's meaning that you have to be able to change your perspective. You have to be able to look around and see maybe it's not a loss, but some of you will get that feeling, the sense of, oh, it's a loss. Maybe some of you might take a loss, but it's going to be due to the fact that there's something that you guys are still not seeing, or something you're not able to see. There may be something that you're in the dark about, and that might be the reason why you feel like it's a loss, but it really isn't necessarily. Because if you're in the dark and you can't see all the possibilities, then that could be what's hindering you. But mostly this dog here, he's distracted. He's distracted by nonsense, okay? He's distracted by something that's not even real or realistic. And you guys are going to need to be careful of that, because it could cause you to end up feeling like you lost an opportunity, or feeling like you missed out on something, or feeling like something... feeling like you lost in a situation, or feel like you have regrets, or like you wasted time, when it may not necessarily be true, because he's so distracted here by something that doesn't even make sense, or something that's, you know, not even realistic. It looks like fantasy more than anything to me. That his lunch here that he's supposed to be enjoying, it's all slipping away from him. The bowl and the spoon's running off. So is his doggy bag. It's the silliest card, but it very much resonates in a way. The message that is presenting here is that don't let something slip you away and feel like you missed out because you're not paying attention and you're distracted. But at the same time, the moon card also represents the fact that there could be something, like I said, you're still in the dark about. It could be something just hidden under the surface, or maybe you're just not seeing things for the way they really are, meaning you're choosing either to not see things for the way they really are, or you just can't see what, see things for the way they really are, what's really going on. It's also a card that represents lies, deceit, and deception in some cases, okay? In some cases also represents psychic energy, but I don't feel like you guys are really truly using your intuition here, though, if you are feeling like you have losses, regrets, or whatever in your situation. Just be weary of that. Be forewarned about that, okay? For the future. Coming up between now and next few weeks, next few months. Dry throat right now. The outcome you guys have, though, is things are going to smooth out. Things are going to go from being in a rough place or being in a shaky place or things being complicated or difficult. Things are going to start moving forward. So if you guys were feeling stagnant for any reason or feeling like things were just, you couldn't get past the difficult points or the difficulty in a situation or the complications or the hassles or the struggle, the fights, the disagreements, whatever it was that you felt like you were struggling with or needed to get past, you're going to start seeing movement out of that area and moving into a different direction that's going to be more calm, more still, and things smoothing out for you, okay? So that's a good outcome. But at the same time, remember, it's going to be because you're going to be on the lookout here. You're going to be on the lookout, and you're going to be watching, observing. Someone else could also be watching, observing you or whatever, but you're going to be on the lookout for a way to get out of this hassle, okay? So I feel like you guys are going to kind of look at where you can move into a better direction in whatever's going on in your life, whatever's going on in your situation here, so that things will smooth out. So I think that is a good outcome. I think that is an empowering one. I'm going to go ahead and pull advice cards for you guys. And remember, if you would like a reading that resonates 100% with you, to seek one out with me at prettytarot.com, where you can book a reading with me. And remember that if you would like to be entered into the drawing for a free mini reading, that you need to comment in the current month's video to be entered into the drawing for the month of January. And if you are interested in being entered into the drawing for this month of December, you need to make sure you commented in the November videos, okay? And that's for the videos that the actual readings are done for, because those are the only videos I'm going to be looking at for the comments, is the actual readings, okay? So keep that in mind, and I'm going to put information in the description box below for you guys to know how you can book a reading with me if you'd like a personal reading, and also for you guys to know how you can also donate to support this channel if you're interested, okay? And so you guys have the 5 of Fire here, and so this is more indication that you guys really are kind of stuck dealing with something that feels like a hassle to you guys, you know? Now another thing it could be is, yeah, the 5 of Wands also can represent competition. Whether you're competing with others or whether you're having to be on the defense because others are trying to get at you, and you're kind of having to, you know, really strong arm your way of people not like trying to overpower you or anything like that. But the advice of that card is that you have competing goals. It could be some bothersome details, and it's like I said, it's pointing out once again that you have conflict with others. For some of you, I sense it's a conflict of interest as well going on, or just for some of you, I feel like it's self-conflict as well. I don't feel like it's just necessarily with another person. If it is, it's a possibility that it could be with the fire or air sign that I mentioned before. Whether it's fire and air in their birth chart somewhere, okay? Interesting, I did mention something about psychic awareness earlier in your future position where, because sometimes the moon represents psychic awareness, but I felt like you guys weren't using that, and I said that earlier, because that's the reason why you guys are feeling this sense of loss or the sense of regret, or like things were a waste of time. However, I don't believe it is, and it could be because you guys are not really tuning into your psychic awareness and using your intuition to kind of like help guide you through the situation to realize if you just, look around, and if you just kind of like take some time here, you will be able to kind of see where it is you need to head next, or what you need to do in order to move forward in your situation, to things smoothing out or things getting better, so you can get out of the complicated area in your situation, or the complicated situation in your life. Now, with the angel card here, it says, if you believe. So if you believe that you can accomplish something, or that you can get something positive to come out of this situation, if you believe in a positive outcome for this situation, if you believe things can work out, if you believe that you're going to come out on top, if you believe something's going to work out, then it can. But you have to believe. And if if you don't, then you're kind of like setting yourself up for failure. So that goes back to, again, what I was telling you guys about, when you look at these readings, don't look at them as the end all be all to what's going to happen in your life. Take it as these readings are meant to point out insight to you guys of what's going on in your situations, and what's coming up when it comes to the predictions. And the predictions are meant to give you indicators so that you can kind of know what it is that you want to do. Because at the end of the day, we have free will. So we have the ability to choose where things really go. You know what I'm saying? So if you see an outcome or outlook that you don't like, you can change that. But you have to be proactive in your life. You can't just sit around and say, I don't like the way things, I don't like that outlook, I don't like that outcome. Well, that's the energy that you're presently working with. That's what's being predicted based off of what you're doing right now and what you're choosing to do. If you make a proactive choice to decide, hey, I'm going to do something about this, meaning you're going to try to empower yourself in your situation, because that's in the outside influence here, Virgo, is that you need to empower yourself here so that you can make a tough call, tough choice, decision that needs to be made for the greater good of all, including yourself here, so you can empower yourself. But you possibly might be slacking off with you're needing to do that, or you need to get prepared to do that, okay? So, because you guys want to come out on top, and you can, and you will, from what I can see there, but you're going to have to be on that outlook there. And yes, you're going to need to use your intuition, your abilities. Everybody has that sixth sense, that intuition, that psychic awareness to some degree, some more than others. Use it. Meditate if you can't hear what your heart or your gut or your instincts or your intuition is telling you. Meditate. Sit, be still, be quiet. Let it come to you. And don't wait for it to be like some outlandish, large voice to tell you this. It's going to be the voice that you are doubting the most, the voice that is the quietest. And it, for some of you, you may be expecting it to hit you like this. It ain't going to do that for everybody. For some of you, it's going to be the softest, subtle voice that's speaking to you from inside, that's trying to point something out to you that you need to do or can do in your situation. And some of you are going to probably ignore it because you feel like, I don't know. Don't do that. Follow what your intuition is pointing out to you. Now, I have from the, I'm sorry, I don't know why that's coming up here. Okay. This is the, I can't even remember what the answer simple cards. I love these cards. This card says, say thank you. Say thank you, meaning just show some sort of gratitude here. Be kind, to one another. Show some gratitude. Be appreciative of one another in the situation. Because for those of you who this relation, I almost said this relationship, and this could be for some of you about a relationship, but for those of you who this reading resonates in your personal lives, whether it's a relationship, a family situation, or a friendship situation, whatever this is, you could smooth things out in your situation and kind of like get things to get back on a better ground or better footing, but you're going to need to show appreciation to this other person, or you may want this other person to show you appreciation, kindness, love, generosity, and to say thank you, or to, you know, show some sort of gratitude, appreciation for whatever it is you bring to the table or to the situation. However, by giving this energy, you receive it back. Okay, and that's what this card is indicating here. You know, she's giving this man, who I assume is her husband, a hug because he went out, worked hard, brought home that bacon. He in turn got flowers for her to say thank you for keeping my home a happy home. So you guys take that metaphorically, the meanings to that advice there. You know, I feel like it's very much a give and receive kind of situation. Okay, so for those of you, like I said, this reading may or may not resonate in regards to your love life or your personal life. But for those of you who this does resonate for your romantic or your love life or whatever, I did pull a couple romance cards. However, sometimes these cards, they resonate on a general level as well with the advice or the indications. So you guys take this however you want to take it. Two cards came out for you guys. One says release your ex, okay? Because they may be a burden to you, they may be causing you strife or something, but it says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I kind of get that with some of you, with the undertone of the situation, or what's underlying is that some of you may be considering going on your own and leaving whoever this fire or air sign is behind, okay? They may have fire or air in their chart somewhere, and that's what's kind of underlying the situation. For some of you. Others of you, that could be someone else, okay? But like I said, that's for those of you who this resonates in your personal life or your love life, for Virgos. My throat is so dry right now. The other card, it says, very soon, okay? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's very self-explanatory. You guys kind of need to know what you want and how you want to, you know, where do you really want to go? What do you really want? Where do you want to go? Because if you don't know, then it's going to make it hard for you to figure it out. But if you figure this out pretty soon enough, things you want will manifest. Meaning the things you're concerned about, the things that you're concerned that you want to see come to fruition, the things you feel like you want to finally see come through, the rewards you want to benefit for the seeds you planted, the efforts you put in, you wanting to reap what you sowed or whatever. It doesn't have to be a loss, you know what I'm saying? But you can't manifest and see things come to fruition until you know what the heck it is you truly want here. What is it that you really want? You know, some of you could be wanting to go on your own to maybe deal with a fire air sign, whereas others of you could be wanting to release that fire air sign so that you can go be more free and feel more secure and independent, or whatever this is that you need to do. I feel like this resonates on so many different levels and so many different storylines for you guys. But like I said, there's so many Virgos out there that getting the narrative right for every single last one of you is nearly impossible. But for those of you who do resonate, let me know. And like I said, keep in mind that a personal reading is more likely to resonate with you because it's done for your energy only and not for an entire zodiac sign, who everybody is going through something slightly different, though it's similar energy. Okay, so now I'm going to move on next to let's see. I'll go ahead and do Taurus, and then I'll do Capricorn last, okay? That's how I'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for Taurus. And like I said, for those of you who are interested in getting personal readings, please see me at prettytarot.com. And keep in mind, I'm not timing these readings. I'm going with the natural flow of energy. I'm, taking my time, even if I am rushing for any reasons, because I don't want to be here forever doing this. But I don't want this video to be too long for you guys either. please timestamp. This is what, 40, I think, yeah, 43 and 44 minutes here. Definitely 44 minutes is the starting of the Taurus reading with me shuffling. If anything pops out of the deck, I will read that for Taurus. So for those of you who are time stamping, you can start the Taurus reading at 44 minutes. I'll let you know for the Capricorn reading as well. I appreciate you guys time stamping because I don't have the time or the energy. I'm not even exactly sure how to time stamp, to be honest with you. I could, you know, probably post the numbers, but I appreciate you guys time stamping, really. And that gives you guys the opportunity to comment so you'll be entered into the drawing anyway. So I appreciate you guys. Shuffling for Taurus, but this fell out for Taurus while I was reading for you guys. This is indicating some sort of change of luck for you all. Okay? Some sort of change of luck. And remember, these readings can apply to the Sun, rising, Moon, Venus, and Mars, depending on how significant these signs are in those different areas of your chart. Okay? And the readings, they are general. However, they can apply to any area of your life that is significantly being experienced right now. So love life, jobs, career, finances, personal life, health, whatever is going on. And remember, this is being done for an entire zodiac sign, so the energy may or may not resonate for all of you. But I pray for the messages to come out for those who truly need it. And this wanted to pop out, so I'm just going to go ahead and read on that. This is definitely indicating your prosperity, wealth, and abundance is important to you right now, or it's something that's about to change. That could be your change of luck that's coming up for you guys, Taurus, with your wealth, abundance, joy, and prosperity. Or you guys could be looking to see how something will benefit you that will change your luck in those areas of your life, okay? Or in some area of your life. And like I said, remember to comment if you want to be entered into the drawing for next month. If you commented in the November readings, then you'll be entered into the drawing for this month in December, in which I'm going to wait until like the mid-month period, after all the readings have been up before. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the mid-month period to do the drawing for this month, so that I can make sure that everybody had the opportunity to comment in the November readings. Shuffling this deck for Taurus as well. And though I know we're in the Mercury retrograde period, I don't really care. I really don't, you know. I don't really care. Pray every day. Do you. Don't worry about the retrograde. I don't feel like it's all that bad. It happens for a reason. So whatever you're experiencing during the retrograde, it's happening for a reason. Don't run from it. Just experience it fully and learn from it. Okie doke. And I wish you guys luck during the retrograde period, because I know sometimes it can feel like a hassle and everybody's like, oh no, it's the retrograde period. Run for your lives. But forget that. Forget that. I'm not running from it. And I'm not going to care about it either. I'm sorry, my throat is so dry. But anyway, Taurus. By the way, for you guys time stamping, if you skipped the last, 4 minutes, then you missed me reading on the cards that popped out of the deck for Taurus while I was shuffling. So you might want to back up those 4 minutes. Anyway, yeah, Taurus. You guys got the Devil card here. It looks like there is some temptation, or there is some sort of manipulation, or there is some sort of struggle here with addictions or codependencies, or someone's giving you hell or hassle or causing you misery, okay? And some of you also could be holding yourself hostage to a hell of a situation, okay? Excuse my language. Hopefully, these videos won't be flagged, because YouTube has this new thing where they're trying to flag people, because there have been people that messed up on YouTube, so their bots are like extra, but hopefully it won't do that. Anyway, yeah, so we're in regards to this though, it's all about your security and your stability. I want to say for some of you, your cash, but it's about your security, your stability. And some of you could be looking at this pot at the end of this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow here. And however, there could be some strings attached to whatever this this wealth, this prosperity, this abundance, this blessing. Could I call it a blessing? Whatever this is that looks really good to you guys right now at the end of this rainbow here, at the end of whatever the trials or tribulations you've gone through. Like I said, you guys could be experiencing this thing where you have a change of luck coming up, or you are experiencing a change of luck, and it's going to affect your wealth and your prosperity and your abundance and how you guys benefit in the situation. However, there's some strings attached. There's, you know, to this wealth and this abundance and prosperity that you guys could be focused on in this particular month, okay? I'm very interested in hearing how you guys resonate with that. And also the Nine of Pentacles can represent being single and independent, and that could be something involved with that as well. But what definitely is affecting the situation here is you guys want to win without having to go through any hassles or any struggles or fights. You could just be wanting to come out on top however you have to go about it, even if it's not fair. Not necessarily for all of you, but however, there is a possibility that there is some deceit or deception or lies going on, or maybe there's some hidden details under the surface that has not come to the forefront yet. Could be some cheating involved with this winning, okay, with this winning or with this getting ahead. Some of you could be, you know, less than honest about how you get ahead or how you win in this situation, okay? Y'all might want to be careful about that, because like I said, there was some strings attached. Like I said, I'm feeling like there's some dishonesty involved here with getting ahead or getting whatever this is that you want here, you know, because sometimes the devil will promise you things, but you got to exchange one thing for another. And in some cases that could mean exchanging your integrity for whatever else this is that you want, okay? It also could be being distracted here by something that's not real, or something that's kind of absurd or ridiculous, and things escaping you because you're distracted. And that could be throwing you off from winning or getting whatever this is that you want without having to go through any hassles. Sometimes this card represents psychic abilities that needs to come to the forefront, but maybe it's not. But I feel like this is more so about somebody is interested in winning at all costs, even if it is in exchange for their integrity, or if there's some other strings attached, even if it's not doing the right thing or whatever it could be. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but it's resonating for someone. I know it is. Now what's hanging over the situation here is, like I said, there's distraction, not being focused. And remember I said this guy here, he's distracted. He's distracted. And things are slipping away from him because he's distracted. And that could also affect your ability to, like I said, get ahead here, okay? And to come out on top, win or whatever. But, yeah, this person has either too many ideas, too many ideals, too many options, too many fantasies, not being necessarily in touch with reality or realistic about all of these ideas or ideals or fantasies or whatever these options are, having too much on your plate, and it's causing you to not be focused. It's, you know, some of you could have your heads in the clouds or fantasy land, whatever this may be, okay? Whatever it is, you're not focused. And some of you may have clouded judgment, therefore, okay? And that's what's hanging over your situation. And what's interesting, as I say clouded judgment, the other card that you have paired with this is the Judgment card, okay? So someone could be lying to you about something because they're in your ear. They're in your ear, okay? They're in your ear and they're influencing you to kind of have all these ideas in your head. That's what's hanging over your situation. That's for some of you. Others of you could just be getting some sort of background knowledge or something that kind of got you thinking, well, maybe you have this going on or that going on or whatever. Others of you, this could be your conscious, okay? This could be your conscious for some of you. For some of you, in regards to that conscious, you have the good conscious and then you have the bad conscious, you know, the one that plays the devil's advocate and tells you to do everything that isn't the right thing to do in order to get ahead and get what it is you want. Whereas the other side is trying to tell you, no, just do the right thing, you know, avoid the hassle, blah, 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 or whatever, you know. And that's kind of like, so you pairing that up, you know, I feel like you're getting some misinformation or you're getting some information that's affecting your judgment, okay? Whatever the case could be, and that's hanging over your situation. And that's one reason why you're not focused, or you have clouded judgment, or maybe you have some sort of issues with seeing what's really real or not in your situation. And what's underlying your situation here is, Taurus, you have either this is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone with air in their chart, or this is someone who comes off as being, you know, focused, or someone who comes off as being very intellectual, intelligent, rational, witty. They think with their head over their heart. They're more of a person who will go by facts and numbers and research instead of going by their intuition and their feelings. They're not as in touch with their feelings and intuition, okay? They're more likely to be very blunt, straightforward up front, which could make them come off as being rude or crass and tactless in their communication. They also possibly could be stubborn. They also could be, you know, kind of sarcastic. They also could be, you know, really, like I said, intellectual and smart and bright and things like that. However, this is a person who may also not take any crap. So it's either someone with those characteristics or an air sign, or someone with air in other areas of their birth chart or natal chart. Or this is about you needing to get focused, use your rationale, and, you know, make intelligent decisions and cut away what no longer serves your purpose. And it's in regards to the fact that something has been causing you misery, something has been causing you grief. You could also be bearing some burdens here in your situation, where things are weighing heavy on you. You could be carrying more than your fair share, and it's just, like I said, something's causing you a burden, grief, or weighing heavy on you. Something's been hard on you, okay? And that's what's underlying your situation, Taurus. Now, in the past, over the past few weeks or the past few months here, you have this situation where it, you know, could have been, like I said, past few weeks, past few months, past year, maybe well beyond that. But Taurus, you guys have this situation in the past where it looks like you were hoping to get your wish, and you were hoping that someone was going to come in and sweep you off your feet, okay? Whether someone promised you this, or maybe you promised this to yourself, or you really hoped, wish, and desired for this. And it could have been you really, like I said, you had a wish you wanted to get, and it was all about your happiness and your contentment, or someone sweeping you off your feet, or about, you know, receiving blessings that sweep you off your feet, or about having it all, which is whatever having it all means to you. That would bring you happiness, joy, and abundance, and prosperity, and just, you know, contentment in life, okay? So that was what was going on in your past there. And I'm not going to clarify that. In a personal reading, I would clarify all of these positions. And that's the difference between getting the general reading for free here on my channel versus getting a personal reading that you pay for, as I go through all of the cards and clarify them to get down to the details of everything, okay? And you get more advice. So, in your present, Taurus, you guys are kind of disappointed. Some of you could be heartbroken. Some of you could be sad. Some of you could, like I said, be grieving Others of you could be discovering there was potentially a third-party situation or a third party involved. Others of you could just be struggling with your health. Some of you may have had to sever something in a situation, meaning you had to either go under operation, or some of you could have had to cut something or someone out of your situation, okay? Part ways or whatever. Like I said, it could be just sadness and disappointment or heartbreak for whatever the reason, or just disappointment. But it's in regards to, with the Seven of Rods, it's in regards to either some form of competition that you could have encountered, and maybe you lost. It could have been staying on top of things and really struggling to do so for whatever reason, or just you were trying to stay on top of things. It could have been in regards to here, and like I said, maybe you're trying to hold your own. This here in the Whimsical Tarot deck, this is, you know, a giant, that Jack here, because this is Jack and a Beanstalk. He's trying to cut away this huge problem here. He's trying to cut away a problem that feels like it's larger than life, that could be possibly dooming, okay? And he's trying to tackle that. Some of you may very well have cut away some big problem out of your life or out of a situation. Some of you could have just had to part ways or cut something off entirely that was not serving your purpose, or because you got hurt, you cut something or someone out of a situation, or someone cut you out of a situation, and therefore you're experiencing this disappointment, and it was huge, you know, a larger than life issue or situation or whatever. For some of you, this could be a major health issue in which it caused you to have to either get some sort of procedure or some surgery or something, or you had to cut something away. Maybe you had to cut out something that was causing you a big health issue or whatever this is something that felt like it was larger than life itself, or it was a huge gigantic problem, and it had to be cut away. Okay, and this is also having bravery in some form to do so. But like I said, it's different it's different how this is going to relate to each one of you. Like I said, it could have been heartbreak, struggle, disappointment, health issues, or it could have been just literally ties had to be cut. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in that present situation for Taurus in the month of December for you guys. Now, you guys are definitely concerned here. I believe this is, you guys are concerned about either empowering yourselves here, or maybe this is another earth sign, such as another Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or someone with, sorry, looks like I'm having a bad connection for some reason. You know what, hold on, because for some reason it looks like I keep getting it. Let me make sure, because I don't want my connection to keep affecting my reading. Come on, come out, 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 out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I just want to make sure my internet, because I kept seeing, you guys can't see this, but on my screen, it shows you while you're recording live, because I'm recording live, unlisted, so that nobody can come in the reading, because I don't want any interruptions with chat right now. But it kept saying my internet connection was like really bad, and I didn't want this reading, when it uploads, to just be like, for you guys to miss information, because it's, when it says very bad connection, that means it's not recording fully. That means it's like cutting in and out, in and out. So I have to make sure. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like this is you guys empowering yourselves, because it's an earth sign. you guys are an earth sign, or it's another earth sign. Could be another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone with earth in their chart. Or this is someone who they come off as being, they may appear to have themselves together, meaning they're stable and secure. So they may, have some money or not, or they may have themselves secure and stable. They could be grounded. They could be a parent figure, whether they're your parent figure or they're someone who have children. They could be someone who's well organized, someone who's neat, clean. They may like to recycle and not waste anything, meaning they're green. They also could be someone who could possibly be stubborn, but they also could be nurturing and kind and caring and generous to others. They could look out for each other because they are a nurturing sign, meaning they could be a manager or manage things. Okay, so it's either someone who fits those characteristics, or like I said, it's another earth sign, or it's you guys, I feel, trying to come into your own and empower yourselves. Okay, and it's in regards to the fact that you guys could be trying to balance out what is healthy versus what is not healthy, versus what's excessive versus what's more lean and conservative and disciplined. It could be, you guys trying to balance yourselves out or balance things out. The Two of Pentacles is all about balance. But it's also, and when I say balance, like it's about trying to make things work because with like the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. In the traditional tarot deck, you would see a guy juggling. In this one, you just, oh my God, my connection. With this one, you just see two people here, in which one is being gluttonous, the other one's being leaner and healthier. Okay, so but with the juggling, and like I said, in the traditional deck, it's a guy juggling two coins. But in the meantime, with this juggling, he's missing out on his ships coming through, because it could be a distraction to be juggling. So you could be juggling things, people, situations, jobs, with money, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul kind of thing. You could be trying to balance money or whatever. Whatever the case is, you guys, I feel like you're either juggling, you may be juggling some things, but it's more so out of a desire to find balance in some form, to try to make things work, if that makes any sense. And that's what you guys are concerned about, whether it's with another earth sign or someone with other characteristics, or you just working on that for yourself to empower yourselves. Now, the outside influence Taurus here is that you guys are kind of hoping to receive some sort of generosity or kindness, help or assistance from an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And if this is not a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, then or someone with air in their chart, in other areas of their chart, then like I said, this is someone who could come off as being with the other characteristics that I mentioned before, because this is the air sign as well. And I'm gender neutral, so it doesn't matter if they appear as a queen or a king. To me, they're just an air sign, or that's someone with a certain set of characteristics that are similar to an air sign. Or like I said, there's someone who thinks with their head over their heart, intellectual, rational. They go more by facts and research. They're not as in touch with their feelings, emotions, or intuitive side necessarily, because like I said, they're more about facts and research, rationale, those kind of things. And they can be very blunt and straightforward, and that could cause them to come off as seeming tactless or, rude or whatever at times. They could possibly come off as stubborn because they just don't want to deal with any nonsense. But if it's not a person with those characteristics, or like I said, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, then this is you needing to cut away what no longer serves your purpose, even if that means you have to kind of do your research about it. But in regards to this, though, I really feel more so like this is someone that you really would like to be kinder to you, or someone you would like to be more caring, helpful, nurturing to you. Maybe you want to receive some help from them, or some assistance, or some generosity in some form, or maybe you want to offer this to them. in your situation, okay? But I'm feeling like for those of you, if this is an actual air sign here or the person of the other characteristics, it looks like this person caused you some sort of heartbreak or disappointment, grief, hassles, or whatever, because maybe there was another a third party involved in the situation or something going on there that you weren't aware of, or maybe, like I said, there's a need to just, and maybe you want them to kind of be nice to you or kind or helpful to you in some form or whatever. But that's some of you that this could be an air sign. For others of you, it could be just like I said, you need to cut away something that no longer is working for you or serving your purpose because it's a burden to you. It's causing you hassles, disappointments. It's not fulfilling your wishes and your desires for happiness, contentment, abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Okay. You could have been not getting what it was that you really wanted, and it could have caused you a lot of issues, hassles, or whatever. Like I said, something was cut in this situation, either because it wasn't working out in your favor or whatever, or just something wasn't working out and it needed to be cut, is what I'm clearly looking at here. Or there could have been some sort of competition, and like I said, third party, whatever, and you were trying to stay on top of something, but it just wasn't really working out, okay? Because I said, there was this thing with you juggling, okay? With you juggling something, or you trying to make something work. Now, your obstacle here, sorry, I'm so thirsty. Sipping on some tea. You guys here, the obstacle for your situation for the month of December, Taurus, you kind of expect things to have some sort of communication or dialogue with someone in some form. Could be through social media, text message, phone call, letter, fax, email, in person, you name it. And it's in regards to some sort of emotional offer or some offer that, could affect the way you or someone else feels, but it's an offer nonetheless. Or a gesture of some form that could be emotional related or affects the way someone may feel. And maybe you could be wanting this sort of communication from someone, or you want to have this communication with someone. However, it may not be happening. It may be challenging or obstacle for you in some form, and but in your expectations here, it looks like you anticipate that you want to step out, take a chance, you want to take a risk or whatever in regards to, some sort of valuable offer. Whether you expect to make one or receive a valuable offer, some offer that means something to you that is valuable, whether it's money or whatever it is that holds some sort of value to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to relate to money or finances. Whatever this is that is of value to you that you either want to receive or offer, this is what you're expecting to step out and take a chance with or take a risk with. However, for some of you, though, this, wanting to step out and take a chance is about truly, some of you could be wanting to step out and work on taking a chance or taking a risk, maybe to invest your money. Some of you could be wanting to invest your money. Some of you could be wanting to really work on trying different methods of managing your money to balance it back out or to gain more. And you could be wanting to take a chance or a risk with that, okay? In your this is not the outcome. In your future position here, and keep in mind, like I said, like I was saying in Virgo readings, your future outcomes and the future predictions all depend on you. What I'm pulling up for you is the potential energy that is being presented based off of, what it's picking up right now. It serves as an indicator, and it also serves as a potential warning if it is something that you don't like. It's a positive indicator if it's something good that you are hoping is going to happen. However, for that good thing to happen, you have to get off your butt and do you and live your life and put forth your efforts. And no offenses to any of you, but sometimes people will look at these readings and see that, oh, they got great fortune coming, but then they sit there, wait for it to happen. They don't do anything. They're not proactive in their lives. They just sit and wait, you know. And then when it doesn't happen, they're like, where's my good fortune and luck that was promised? Well, did you do anything? Or did you just sit and wait for it to happen? You have to be proactive. These readings are meant to point out insight for you guys of what's going on and to give you indicators on what's potentially coming up. But because you have free will, you have the ability to affect how your situation plays out when it comes to the future predictions and the outcomes. Okay, so with that being said, because I'm looking at your future position here and your outcome. And now for your future position, this could be between now and the next few weeks in the month of December, or it can go beyond December. Next few weeks, next few months, maybe it might take a little longer than that, but I would like to say between now and the next few weeks, at the longest, maybe the next few months, okay? You guys have some sort of valuable offer coming through, whether you're giving it or you're receiving it, okay? But it's some sort of valuable offer. Could be money, could be a job promotion, could be a raise, could be a new job offer, could be anything that is of value to you, okay? Whatever that may be. Because this isn't always about money. It's just about whatever it is that holds value to you. Okay? Could be a relationship that holds value to you. Or kindness. Or whatever it is. Health. Whatever that is of value to you. But it's something that it's either, like I said, a valuable offer coming through. Whether you're giving it or receiving it. However, you have two potential indicators here. And this is... Some of you are going to be able to relate to this in that if you slack off, in which this guy is kind of out of the game here. You know, he was a hunter, he was on the hunt, but he doesn't have it in him anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's aged and he's tired. So he's aged and he's tired. He's old and he's tired. And his shoe is even coming off the other foot. You know what I'm saying? And this dog is pulling it off and he's trying to like wake him up and like, hey, wake up. This guy is kind of like, he's too old and worn out to really, you know, either receive or make this valuable gesture or offer. Okay. And that could be something that you experience here, or it could be slacking off because you can't any longer keep up or hang in regards to receiving or gaining this offer. It's also the potential for this here is that you could, because the Eight of Swords in the traditional deck, if I go by the traditional meaning instead of the Whimsical Tarot here, because the Whimsical Tarot kind of has its own set of meanings, okay? But I like to read on both, you know, because the energy could play out either way. So in the traditional tarot deck, the Eight of Swords is all about, you know, feeling trapped in a situation, feeling tied up in a situation, whether it's a contract or arrangement or agreement that you're not able to get out of. It could be a relationship you can't get out of, or some sort of situation you cannot get out of, okay? But it's more of a mental, psychological hang up that it's something you can't get out of. Eight of Swords also is like this feeling of, like I said, it's a feeling of being trapped in that you can't get out of something because you're tied up and you really can't see. However, in the regular deck, I always like to point out that if a person wiggles out of those ropes that they're tied up in, then they can pull that blindfold off. Because, you know, the ropes are loose enough for them to wiggle out. And then they can pull that blindfold off so they can see. And then they can walk right through those swords that are spaced out. They're surrounded by swords all around them, but they're spaced out where they can just walk on through them instead of sitting there holding themselves hostage to a situation that they feel trapped by. For some of you, it literally could just be a situation where you actually are stuck. Like I said, because it could be a contract. It could be some sort of arrangement agreement that you just can't get out of right away or immediately or whatever. But whatever the case is, whether it's you being tied up or stuck in a situation, whether it's real or imagined, or it's slacking off because, you know, or you just can't hang in there anymore because you're tired and worn out, it's going to affect your ability to receive, I believe, whatever this offer is. or to give whatever this offer is. However, I wouldn't count it out that you're not going to receive whatever this is. For some of you, there's a real tiny portion of you. This could be about retirement. Okay, you expecting to gain something for your retirement here. Maybe you could be expecting to gain money, a large sum of money, or a raise or promotion, or a severance package or something, so that you can retire and get out of the game because you're tired. You know what I'm saying? You're tired or whatever. You're worn down and you can't do it anymore. You know, or maybe for some of you, you could find that you need to, like I said, if you can get out of one situation, there's something greater of higher value or better value to you that you could gain if you can get out of this situation. Okay, whatever this is that you may feel you've been, tied up in, trapped in, or whatever. Yeah, and that's the best spin I can put on that. But so that's the future position between now and next few weeks, next few months. How that goes is all on you guys. The readings are meant to, like I said, point out to you indicators, warnings, give you information, insight, so that you can empower yourselves and do your thing, make choices that you need to make. Now, the actual outcome Taurus have here is you guys got the Six of Rods here in the Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Rods in a traditional deck is victory, a win, engagement, traveling, whether it's for business or leisure, okay? Meaning you're going somewhere or you're getting somewhere. Well, nonetheless, it's definitely a celebration card or victory or a win, okay, in some form, even if it's an engagement. The Ten of Pentacles is definitely presenting the fact that in your outcome, you gain some sort of benefit here. You gain the benefits. You reap the benefits. You gain wealth, prosperity, and abundance here. You also, this is a happy family here. So for some of you, you could, gain this happy family situation. Others of you, it could literally be you gain this wealth and prosperity, abundance, this money. Maybe some of you were expecting investments or returns to pay off high for you or something. Some of you could have been anticipating a raise, a promotion, another opportunity that's really going to pay off for you. Some of you could have been anticipating receiving a loan, or what do you call it, an advance. If you guys know what advance is, like if you have a book deal or a record deal, or if you have a contract for a new job or something, they sometimes offer you an advance to kind of help you move forward and get started and get on well into your journey. Because to me, this is a really, really great outcome. You guys were concerned about winning, okay? You guys were concerned about winning. You guys were concerned, and without having to go through hassles, you were concerned about getting this pot of gold and this luck at the end here. You were concerned about your security, your stability. And though there were strings attached to it in some form, or some sort of manipulation maybe possibly involved or something, maybe some, like I said, with the moon here, some deceit, lies, or deception, or maybe you're just not seeing things for what they were, or not being focused, or not using your intuition here to really feel it out. Like I said, you guys had an issue with being focused and being distracted and things like that. You guys come out winning. You come out on top. You get the victory here. However, in this deck here with the Six of Rods, this is Dorothy wishing she also could go back to simpler times, where she's clicking her heels saying, I want to go home, or I wish I can go home, or whatever, because she also is tired of being caught up in this world that she ended up in, because she felt like where she was before was a boring place or whatever. But I'm going to stick to the traditional meanings, okay? So I feel like you guys got a victory here. You got to win. I think that's great news, okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. And I feel like a lot of signs are kind of like going into the new year with good luck and a change of luck, especially if you have had a hard time this year in 2017 or any prior years before, a lot of people are seeing a change of luck because of placements with Jupiter and blah, blah, blah. I follow some astrology, but not all of it. But from a lot of what I've read, a lot of what I heard, and things like that, a lot of people, they're getting a better year in 2018. So that's awesome. May all of your blessings come through for you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and pull advice cards for you. And then I'm going to move forward into doing the reading for Capricorn. Okay, so, but if the reading resonates with you, that's great. If you want to get more details with a personal reading, then seek a personal reading out with me, because when you get a personal reading, you get the same reading that you see here in terms of I will do a personal reading for you with your energy. So I'll, shuffle the cards for you for your energy, do a whole spread layout like what you see here. I'll read on it. But the difference is I'm clarifying all these positions so that you can get the most insight from your reading. And also, when it comes to advice, I tend to do more cards for advice, okay? And it's a much longer reading as well. So you get your money's worth when you get a personal reading. So you can go to my website, prettytarot.com, if you're interested. If you guys are interested in contributing to my channel, there will be a PayPal link below as well. I appreciate you guys. And if you're interested in being able to participate in the free drawing for the free mini reading, comment in this video and for the month of January for that drawing. And if you didn't comment in the November readings, then comment in the November readings, one of those videos, so that you can be entered into the drawing for this month of December. I'm going to do that around the mid-month, okay? All right. You guys got here the 10 of Air and the 6 of Earth with the angel cards here. And, of course, the 10 of Air is all about, like, feeling defeated, feeling down and out. For some of you, it could be really poor health. Others of you could just be feeling defeated. Some of you could be feeling stabbed in the back or betrayed. Some of you could just be feeling really just down and out in the situation, okay? In this card, it's indicating here, it says the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now. Some of you could be recovering from an addiction or just recovering, period, okay? With the 6 of Earth, you guys have, now the 6 of Earth is generally about kindness and generosity, and receiving help and assistance like what you have here. So like I said, it's kind of picking that energy up again, but it's saying gifts of money, time, or effort is indicated. New career opportunities could be coming about. Receiving a loan or paying off some debts also could be on the horizon for you guys. And so that's what those particular cards are indicating for you. And if you can see that, that is the 6 of Earth. Ooh, and there's one right there for you guys here. Now, you got the Grace card here. This card here is signifying that you guys need to, whatever is going on in your situation here, whatever is going on, carry yourself with grace, dignity, integrity, and respect. Be peaceful, be respectful, be mannerful, or whatever, if that's even a word. Mindful is the word I was looking for. And don't be afraid to embrace life in a positive, joyful manner. But more importantly, if you can see this dove, this is a dove here. Doves are peaceful. And this dove is carrying an olive branch. So don't be afraid to extend yourself in a peaceful way or in a peaceful manner, out of love and light, okay, in the situation here, because that could work to your benefit in this situation. You have the opportunity card that popped out here, this other angel deck, which is pointing out, and this one right here, you can't see it, but she like, this angel is like, all these coins of prosperity are coming down from this opportunity. So you guys have some sort of real serious prosperity coming through in regards to this opportunity that is being indicated for you guys. And I think that's really awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, truly. Yikes. One of these other cards kind of, like, too many of them fail, though. Oh, this one popped out. Now, that's interesting. This card is indicating, you guys, it's saying put others first. Put others first. So maybe consider, like I said, going back to that Dove card, being more considerate, being more peaceful, being more graceful, carrying yourself with better integrity and manners, being mindful. Putting others first could be maybe you're the one who needs to extend yourself to be kind and generous to someone, or nice or helpful to someone, or whatever. Maybe they need to do this for you. You guys will know how that resonates with you. But and I just want to say this because something's telling me to say this right now, because I remember back in the Libra reading months ago, there was a group of Libras. There was one who complained that they had the apologize card. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like they were being arrogant. I really do. No offenses to them, because it was indicating to them to apologize and forgive or something like that. And what I was they didn't think about this. Maybe they did need to say they're sorry for something, but they didn't think about maybe that apologize card meant they need to say sorry to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when the advice comes up, you don't have to take it too literally or get offended about any of it. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, then that wasn't for you. That could have been for your cross watcher, because the thing that you guys forget is that many of you cross watch. Many of you cross watch. The readings are supposed to be about you, the sign that I'm reading for. However, sometimes it could be for the cross watcher. But also, if you get a card that says put others first or forgive someone or whatever, don't be arrogant enough to ever think that you possibly could have done nothing wrong. A lot of times people don't want to take accountability for where they may have contributed in a situation in any form, and will sit there and play the victim card all day and all night. And I feel like that's irresponsible. And as long as someone is doing that, they will never, and they never take accountability for where they contribute, they can't grow, and they can't allow themselves to release themselves from negativity in a situation, okay? So don't take offense to anything. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't. Get a personal reading with me where you get your own personal advice for you and not for an entire sign, because I'm reading for an entire sign where there's thousands and thousands and thousands, actually probably millions of you. It ain't millions of you watching a video, but there's millions of you out there, and there's no telling who's going to come across this reading. Because I said, before I start the videos to do the readings, I pray for whoever needs the advice to come out for them, you know, whoever really needs that insight. And if it's not you, then don't feel bad or get mad or anything like that. Don't kill the messenger. That's all I am here. Okie dokie, I'm a conduit. Okay, for those of you who this may or may not have resonated with your love life, in any reason, I pulled a romance card. Sometimes the romance cards can resonate with you guys, even if it's not about your love life, because sometimes the messages are general. But this is keep an open mind, okay? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's for those of you who this may have resonated with your love life in any form, okay? If it's about an opportunity of any form, I feel like that's also pointing out you could have an opportunity that could be much different than your actual expectations as well. So be on the lookout for that. But okay, so that was Taurus reading. And now I am going to move on forward to do the Capricorn reading. And then that will conclude the Earth signs video. And I'll be doing the air and fire signs after that, but in a different video, though. A different video. It won't be in this one. It'll be in a different video. Okay? And, yeah, so I got to put all these back in here so I can shuffle them up. But keep in mind, though, like I said, a personal reading is going to resonate with you guys far more. You know, because it's done for your energy. It's not done for a whole entire general sign. And I forget, I feel like sometimes people forget that and they expect for tarot readers and psychics to just be able to do a reading that super resonates with every single person that watches it. And it's not realistic. It's just not, you know, especially when, if you really did need the message, there's so many readers out here right now on YouTube that if any of my readings don't resonate with you, don't feel any kind of way about it. Some, they may or may not resonate for this month or next month. There's other readers out there who the messages are going to come through for you. Or you can seek a personal reading, like I said. Okay, so I'm shuffling for Capricorn here for the month of December 2017. And this is starting at, what is this, 134 or 135. And I say 134 or 135 because I'm shuffling. And if any cards pop out while I'm shuffling, I'm going to read on those, okay? So if you guys skip beyond that, then you're missing out on your own reading. I'm not timing these either, so I don't want to hear complaints about that, because one time somebody complained in the Virgo reading that the reading was cut short or wasn't as long as others. I don't time anything. I do these readings naturally. I let the energy flow naturally. However I read the cards is how it comes out. Whatever you need to hear, it was done in whatever amount of time it was done. Okay, but you guys, Capricorn, while I'm shuffling, this Queen of Swords popped out. So either you guys are cutting away what no longer serves your purpose and you're using your rationale and wise decision making to do so. Some of you could be speaking up for yourselves and saying you're not taking any crap. Or there's an air sign influencing your situation, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone with air in their chart. It also could be someone who has air-like qualities influencing your situation as well. All right, let me lay out some of these cards of Capricorn. But it looks like many of the signs here are getting good readings, even if they feel like, they're picking up negative energy in this month. Moving forward into like the next few weeks or the next few months, it just looks like towards the end of the year, moving into the new year, everybody is experiencing a shift, a positive one, because we are at a pivotal point in, where we are right now in terms of the luck that we're experiencing. And it's not all luck, you guys. Some of it were lessons that we had to learn. You know what I'm saying? So any of you who have been like, oh, I had a tough year, don't feel like you were the only ones. A lot of people may have had a tough year this year and even beyond in prior years, okay? So don't feel like you were singled out and like, oh, I'm the only one who had a bad year. No, a lot of people did. You got a lot of people who had a good year, but you also had some who had not the best year or prior years, okay? But everything is a learning lesson, and there was something for you to learn. And it also were some things for some of you guys to take some accountability for, so that you don't experience the same tough lessons again in the future. If you guys move forward into 2018 and you don't take any accountability for the things you experienced over this year in terms of why things may have happened, then you're not going to see the best results when it comes to your luck. You see some change in your luck, but some of you could still end up experiencing the same things you did before if you don't learn. But I'm thinking and hoping a lot of you learned. This popped up before I could finish shuffling, and this is the Hierophant. It's about doing the right thing, but it's also about sticking to your principles and your values. Four of Swords. Some of you could be taking a rest. Some of you could be taking a break. Some of you could be taking a vacation. All right, so final shuffle for Capricorn. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards. You're probably like, why is she shuffling so long? I'm shuffling so long, not because I'm running my mouth, but because I want to make sure that the energy that comes up for you guys is not from the last sign that I just did a reading for. Typically I do this before a reading. Damn, you guys got a lot of cards just coming out. Seven of Cups. You guys have a choice in a direction that you take. Okay? You got more than one choice to make. One more than one path you could take. Okay? In this particular card here. Some of you could be having clouded judgment and not focus, and therefore you don't know what you want to do. Some of you could clearly need to work on budgeting your money, your finances, your investments, whatever. Some of you could be needing to make some plans financially or something like that, or make plans with whatever it is that's going on in your life that is of value to you. Some of you could be needing to work out on balancing some things out and managing and working on some things. Okay. Now, I hope nothing else pops out because it's delaying getting this reading going. All right. But nonetheless, you guys are getting the info anyway. Like I said, I hope you guys timestamped for the reading to start at, I think it was 1:35 or 1:34, because if you didn't, because you guys are trying to jump ahead of the shuffling, which is always a big mistake, then you'd have missed out on me reading on those cards that popped out of the deck. So never do that. Just deal with the shuffling, you guys. Deal with all the talking, because if something pops out of the deck and you miss it, then you'd have missed out on part of your reading. And then I don't want to hear you guys whining saying, oh, you didn't give us a long reading, or you didn't give us enough info. Never true. Anyway, I have a lot of love for you guys. Capricorn, you guys are looking to move on, to seek better. And it's due to the fact that you may feel like your current situation isn't enough. You know, it isn't enough. Some of you could be feeling like you don't have enough in this situation, or you're not getting enough out of it. Some of you could be feeling like you're left out in the cold. Some of you could be struggling financially, possibly also as well. Some of you could feel like you don't fit in the situation. Some of you could be really just down and out. Some of you could be having poor health or whatever, and could be looking to seek better. Meaning you could either be moving on to seek better, or you're just going to seek better. Whatever the situation is, it's going to resonate different with, for you guys, depending on what's going on in your situation. But you guys are working on things, you're working on things. And it's due to the fact that you want a change of luck, and you're anticipating a change of luck here. And that's due to the fact that, you have some steps to make. In order to see this progress of this change of luck, and you're working on it, and you guys probably do have a change of luck coming up, but I know you want that change of luck. Now, what's hanging over the situation here, there's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone who has water in the placements of their chart, whether it's the rising moon, Venus or Mars or whatever. And that's the other thing. Keep in mind that these readings are done not only for the sun sign, but they can resonate with your rising, your moon sign, Venus or Mars, depending on how significant they are in your chart. Okay? And because they're general readings, it can apply to any area of your life that is significantly going on for you guys at this moment. Love life, relationships, finances, family, health, personal stuff, whatever. Okay? So this is either a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone with that, water in their chart, their natal or birth chart. If you don't know, just stick with the sun sign. Or they have the characteristics of someone who's being in touch with their feelings and their emotions. They may possibly be intuitive or psychic. They can be very caring, warm, sensitive, nurturing, in touch with being sensitive to others. They also could be sensitive where you have to be walking on eggshells with them, or careful not to hurt their feelings. They also could possibly be dramatic, like a drama queen or drama king. They also could be someone who likes to drink, and they may like to be around the water or the beach or something, okay? So it's either some of those characteristics. And remember this, because if they come up and read it again, I really don't want to have to go over the characteristics again. This could be man or woman, because I'm gender neutral with these readings. And in regards to this particular person, this water sign, or whoever they are with other characteristics, it looks like there's some sort of marriage or engagement or joy, abundance, and happiness that you are anticipating with them. Either you expect to have this with them, or maybe they're expecting to have this with you, but it's hanging over the situation here, okay? What's underlying the situation is, though, the fact that something could have fell apart, or something could have came up and caught you off guard here. Something could have struck and kind of hit home or whatever, for whatever reason, or you could have had a sudden epiphany or a sudden idea, or just this sudden urge that came up that just kind of caused you to feel like whatever went down, whatever happened, could have been chaos could have ensued, or chaos could have broke out, or some drama could have broke out, whatever happened. This doesn't have to be necessarily a negative thing, but whatever it was, it came up, caught you off guard, and it caused you to kind of run in fear for some of you, and abandon, whatever this was that was nourishing you before, because she's running from, it looks like the spider. And, as small and harmless as this spider may seem, whatever it was is got her in fear, and she ran, So it could have been something that could have just caused you to flee the situation. It could have been something that just caused you to just decide to move on. So it could have been something that just caused you to move on, period, to seek better. You just want to seek better. But at the same time, in this deck, the whimsical deck, because I'm going by both meanings. So in the traditional deck, Eight of Cups is all about moving on. And you guys have this Eight of Cups here again, moving on to seek better, or just, going to seek better, period, whatever the case is. This person here has hit a wall as well. They've hit a wall, meaning they either feel like they can't get beyond this point, and maybe they realize that, and maybe that's why they need to move on or move forward, or maybe they realize there's a wall to break down in order to get beyond that point. It also could be this person is looking on the outside in and feeling left out, or feeling excluded, or feeling like they desire to have what everybody else is having. And this here, this Five of Pentacles, this is still pointing out the same thing: feeling left out in the cold, feeling excluded, feeling isolated, or whatever, and like I said, this is like affecting you guys and causing you to leave the situation, to move forward, to move on, or whatever, and this is a thing that is like a sudden thing that hit you, that came up. Well, for whatever the reasons it could have been, whether it was just an idea, an epiphany, or some drama came out, or whatever, or maybe something just came up and just, and caught you by surprise or unexpectedly, or whatever this is, whether it's good or bad. You guys kind of know how this will resonate with you, so don't take this to be a negative reading, or whatever. I feel like it's still kind of neutral. For some of you, it may be some negative things happen. Others of you, it could have just been some other neutral things happen. Now, in the past here, past few weeks, past few months, past year, or maybe beyond that, you guys were literally trying to hold on here in terms of having courage and strength. Some of you could have been trying to just at least pull easy in a situation, bite your tongue or whatever, or be disciplined in regards to either yourself, trying to control yourself here in a situation, and have some discipline, or maybe have some courage or something to do something. Or, and what's interesting, this is Robin Hood, Robin Hood is the kind of guy that will steal from the rich and give to the poor, because he's all about fairness and balance and things like that. But, this either was about you guys trying to empower yourselves here and have courage, strength, and maybe even, like I said, have some sort of self-control or discipline in the situation. Like I said, or it's another earth sign you're dealing with, another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, that you needed to have strength or courage with, or pull easy with, or bite your tongue with in this situation. They could also have earth somewhere in their chart if they're not an earth sign. Or this is someone who, like, they may be a parent figure, whether it's your parent or someone who has kids, or someone who they appear to have themselves together. They appear to be valiant. They may, like I said, be green and not like to waste anything and recycle. They could be nurturing. They could be someone who manages things and organize and, grounded, stable, secure, you know, that kind of thing. They may even come off as possibly being stubborn, but this is what was in your past, okay? And it doesn't have to be too far in the past either. In the present position, you guys are either seeing some things quickly take off, or you're wanting some things to quickly take off. And it's in regards to either making a move, in regards to either taking some sort of action, or literally making a move to another place, another location, another job, another relationship, whatever this is. This is either making a move to somewhere else, or taking some action to see things quickly take off, or you're expecting things to take off, or maybe something is quickly taking off pending the fact that you are making a move or taking some action here. You guys, you're concerned, Capricorn, about things moving up to that next level, or you're concerned about completing something. So maybe either you want things to get more serious, or things to advance, or it could be a promotion or a raise, or completing something, graduation, or just completing a cycle, or finishing something. It's in regards to, once again, like I said, you could be trying to have the discipline or the courage, to complete something, or to see something advance or move up to that next level here. You could be needing to pull easy in order, in order to like see something move up to that next level, meaning not be aggressive about wanting to see things go that next level or whatever. But in this deck, the Whimsical Tarot, she's also on the lookout for her followers, or wondering where did her following go, or wondering where did her valuables or her assets go to, because she lost them. So she's looking for whatever it was that she lost, whether it was valuables or assets or followers or whatever, because they're at a risk with this wolf hanging around like that. But so it could be, that's the reason why you're expecting things to move up to this next level, or to finish something here. But it could just be more about having discipline or courage or strength to see something through to the end, or to advance to that next level, or to see things move up to that next level for you guys. But the outside influence that you guys have here, with the Five of Wands, is competition. You also have hassles, fights, conflict, needing to be on the defense here. Maybe because someone is trying to get at you, arguments, conflict, or it could just purely be competition, okay? But it's in regards to either this air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or it could be, like I said, someone with air in their natal birth chart, or this is someone who they come off as being very serious. They think with their head over their heart. They're not as in touch with their feelings and emotions. They are someone who, they like to go by facts and research, and things like that, versus feelings and emotions. And they use their wisdom and their intellect and their, their intelligence and things, and their research to make decisions, and to cut away what no longer serve their purpose. They also don't take any mess or whatever. They could be sarcastic as well, because they're blunt and straightforward. They may come off as being rude or whatever, or tactless in their communication. And this could be who you are either in competition with, or have conflict with, or on the offense or defense with here, or, who are you having hassles with in the outside influence of your situation. Your obstacles or your challenge, Capricorn, you definitely have a decision to make. It could be one that you're very passionate about here, but this feels more like it's a decision that you need to make that affects the fact that you are trying to, either with the Six of Swords, in the Whimsical Tarot deck, you're either trying to capture your dreams and hold on to them fast because you really want to rein and pull in your dreams, your passions, or whatever, It also could be the fact that in the traditional deck, the Six of Swords is all about seeing things smooth out and going from being in a complicated place to moving forward to being in a situation that is no longer, with conflict or complications or difficulty in seeing things work out and being able to actually get somewhere with that. So you have a decision to make or a choice to make, or you're passionate about this in whatever regards. And that could be an obstacle or challenge for you guys, whether it's about capturing your dreams and not wanting to lose out on that, or maybe, like I said, wanting to see things, you know, get better for you, okay? That's an obstacle or challenge for Capricorn this month. Now, you guys, this is interesting. In your expectations and your anticipation here, it goes back to, like I said, that Six of Swords. This is the traditional deck. So you really are hoping to get somewhere. You really are hoping to move out of difficult territory, or move out of conflict or complications or difficulties, and to see things smooth out, see things get better, to be able to get somewhere here is what I'm getting for a lot of you. But because you kind of feel like you've been cheated, or someone cheated you, or someone took something that didn't belong to them, or someone is not being fair in a situation and they're kind of getting over, you know what I'm saying? It could be you're kind of feeling like someone cheated or something, or whatever the case could have been, and you want to move past that. You want to move forward. You want to just move past that difficulty, move past that issue or whatever, and just kind of get beyond that. Now, in the future position for you guys, and this is between now and the next few weeks or the next few months, it could go well beyond that, and keep in mind, and I've said this before, these readings are meant to give you insight into your situations and to give you some indicators on what's coming up. It could be warnings. If it's something negative, it could be a warning, or it could be indications of blessings coming. Whatever the case is, don't freak out about none of it, okay? Know that we have free will, and that what comes up in these readings is based off of the fact that it's presenting to you the possibilities. However, with your free will and your active participation in your life, meaning you are being proactive to get the best outcomes in your life, you're doing something about the things you don't like, that you want to see change, and you're not just sitting there waiting for someone's predictions to come true, even though you didn't put in the work. If you put in your work and your due diligence to overcome the obstacles that are going on in your life, then the positive outcomes that are predicted will happen. But you can't sit there passively saying, oh, I got all these problems and I don't know what to do. Find some way to, empower yourself, okay? And there's lots of ways to do it. You can meditate, you can pray, you can seek out help and counsel from someone, whether it's a life coach, a therapist, a counselor, a church member, a mentor, a friend, a family member, a psychic or tarot reader, whoever, even if it's not me. Never sit there and say you don't know what to do and not empower yourself. Meditate, because the answers will come to you. And if you still don't know, seek it out from someone who can help guide you, okay? But yeah, so getting back to this, because I don't want you guys to freak out. Life is life. You can't freak out when you see something and say, oh, this is negative, and then run. There's a lot of tarot readers out here who will give you readings and paint all this pretty stuff for you and give you all this super hope. That's not helping you if they're not giving you warnings and helping promote you and, being proactive in your life and empowering yourself so that you can get the positive outcomes that you need, okay? I'm not here to paint some super pretty picture. I'm here to paint what's realistically presented and kind of guide you through that so that you can empower yourself, okay? Now, like I said, in the future, now between now and the next few weeks, next few months, hopefully not beyond that, is typically between now and next few weeks or next few months, starting the month of December. You guys got this thing of feeling defeated. This could be more of a feeling of feeling defeated, feeling down and out, feeling absolutely just depressed or just feeling like, you know, you lost. This could also be feeling backstabbed and betrayed, you know, for some of you. For some of you, this could be absolute poor health and needing to, you know, get some sort of major procedure done or whatever. I feel like this is more about a feeling than an actual defeat. However, this is because of some sort of news or some sort of communication that comes through, okay? Whatever kind of communication comes through, whatever kind of news comes through, it's going to cause you to feel defeated or to feel, you know, just absolutely down and out, betrayed, backstabbed, whatever it is. It could be about your health, whatever it is. That's a potential warning there. So if you know, I don't feel like you guys should freak out about that though. Because I said, these are warnings, these are indicators. Things could possibly change. But here's the good news. Here's the good news with your outcome here. You guys have the Six of Pentacles here, which is indicating that through whatever hassles or struggles you guys are going through, whatever you're going through, whatever comes up, the outcome is there will be someone to be kind, generous, giving, helpful, you know, someone there to assist you with, you know, through whatever's going on here, okay? And so that to me is a good outcome. And it's also because with the Seven of Rods here, the Seven of Rods, this is indicating that you may have competition, but you may also stay on top of it. You may even have help in regards to whatever competition that you are, you know, that you're dealing with or encountering. You may get help with whatever this is you're trying to stay on top of as well. Whatever it is that is giving you some sort of hassle or whatever, I feel like you're going to stay on top of it. I feel like you're going to receive some help with it, or some generosity, or some sort of blessing, or someone to help you get through it or guide you through it or whatever. And whatever this is, whatever this large giant is that has been a thorn in your side or causing you hassles, the bully, whatever this is that has been getting you down or just really causing you issues, or it seems like it's a larger than life problem or issue, you're going to be brave and you're going to cut it away. You're going to destroy it. You're going to let it go. You're going to cut it out. You're going to conquer it, per se. Okay? You're going to conquer it, because this is Jack with the bean, you know, Jack and the beanstalk, and this giant coming down after him. He cuts that beanstalk, so the giant falls to its demise. So whatever it was that you felt was a huge issue or a huge complication, a huge hassle, whatever you felt like was larger than life that you just felt like you couldn't tackle, you're going to be brave and you're going to tackle this. You're going to conquer it. You're going to cut it away. Okay? And someone may help you do this because you have generosity, you have kindness, caring, concern, helpfulness here, assistance. So that's a good outcome. So once again, there's no need for you guys to be too concerned or worried that whatever this is that you have been dealing with that is a difficulty or a struggle or whatever, something's going to work out here in your situation. However, make sure you are being proactive in helping yourself in your situation, even if that means reaching out to others who you believe can help you, seeking out counseling, seeking out help, seeking out reaching out to others or whatever, extending yourself to others in some form, so that they can help you, guide you, assist you, whatever, however that goes about. Okay? So I'm doing the advice portion here, of course, and if the reading resonated with you and you would like to get more details into your situation or get a personal reading that is going to be even more detailed and specific for you, then you can seek out a personal reading with me. on my website, prettytarot.com. And because when I do a personal reading for people, I shuffle the cards for them and their energy only, and I do a spread for them, and I clarify each position. I didn't clarify any of these positions because it's a general reading, and these readings get kind of long anyway, so I feel like whatever you can take from them, you'll get. But if you need more details, more information, and you want more advice, because that's the other thing with the personal readings, I give more advice. You know, I pull more cards, I give more advice. Longer readings, more details, more advice. So that's another benefit to getting a personal reading, okay? If you're interested in supporting the videos on this channel, you can go to the links in my description below, and also in the comments section, I'll pin some information there where you can see where you can either get a personal reading or donate or whatever. And for those of you who are interested in being able to participate in the free mini reading drawing, if you commented in the month of November in those readings, then you will absolutely be entered into the drawing for this month in December. If you'd like to be entered into the drawing for January, please comment in the December videos. And keep in mind, don't make nasty comments. Someone made some nasty comments in the, I don't know if it's the mid-month video or it was the water sign reading that I did a week or so ago. And I had to block them because they were being real nasty. And I'll be honest with you, if you put a real nasty message in the comment section wanting to be into the drawing, it's not going to happen. You're just going to get blocked. Okay, I'm not taking any crap off anybody. I don't expect anybody to kiss my butt or anything like that. Not at all. I'm very humble, very grounded. You guys can be full honest with me, but be respectful. None of that clowning me on my own channel. I'm not having it. That's ridiculous, okay? I have a lot of love and respect for you guys, but I'm not going to deal with that. Okay, so you guys, you got the Page of Earth here. This is like indicating that you guys have some sort of small offer that is valuable to you that will be made. Okay. This card is advising. It says there's good news about financial matters. Okay. There's good news about financial matters for those of you who that resonates. But it's also saying, wanting to do something more challenging, and a new area of study is also indicated. Okay, so that's like scholarly, you know, dependable, patient, successful type of energy that you guys could be seeing for this month in December. You guys also have the Deceit card, okay? You guys got the Deceit card. Someone's wearing a mask. A lot of people around you could be wearing a mask. You could be potentially interested in wearing a mask for whatever reason, because you're not excluded from that. But, and like I said, don't take an offense or anything like that. The readings resonate, the messages resonate for who they need to resonate with. But someone could be, you know, less than forthcoming or less than honest in the situation, whether it's you or someone else or everyone in the situation, okay? And that could be what could come up here for you that could cause you to want to move forward in your situation, okay? It also could be what's indicated here in the future position where you receive some sort of communication in regards to, you know, that's going to cause you to feel, you know, defeated, backstabbed, betrayed, down and out, or just maybe, you know, but that could be the reason why, you know, the deceit is presented here. That could be very well what is, you know, coming up for you guys or being presented. But like I said, don't take these readings as, oh, it's so negative. And no, you take the information if it resonates and use it as a tool, you know, to help you. You know what I'm saying? These things are warnings. They're indicators and they're warnings. Some of them are indicators of good things. Some are indicators of negative things that you want to avoid. Some things you may be able to avoid, or if you can't avoid it still, at least you will be prepared. And I'm not saying expect the worst, but what I am saying is just be aware that is something going on and you're being presented that there's something for you to be aware of. Don't walk around saying, oh no, I know something negative's coming up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just be aware that something possibly could be going on, or possibly something could be coming up that you may need to prepare for in the event that it does, okay? Now this card is saying be assertive. Be assertive, okay? And this person, for me, that looked like a key. I'll be honest, that looked like a key to me, but this is more so a mask. I feel like you guys have the key to unlocking the door in a situation of whatever it is that needs to come out or be said. But more than anything, her holding this mask and the fact that we just had the card, the deceit card, where this person here is holding a mask and everyone around them has a mask on. Okay, this being assertive is saying, if you're aware that something is going on or something is up, whether it's someone being dishonest or someone's not telling the truth or someone's not presenting themselves as honorable or honest or having integrity or whatever this is, whether someone's cheating, stealing, you know, purposely trying to sabotage you or something, or whatever the case is. And I feel like that card was for you. I'm gonna pull one for you guys. Be assertive. Speak up. Speak up. Don't be the person who's sitting there and you're being hush and mum about it. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't run from anything. You know, speak up. Speak up. Be heard. Okay. Now you guys have these step away from the crowd card that wanted to come out for you guys. I'm going to pull one more because I just feel like I need to do this for you guys. Step away from the crowd, meaning you don't have to blend in with the rest of the sheep. You don't have to. That goes hand in hand with that be assertive, be willing to speak up, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't do anything stupid now. And, you know, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Whatever you guys choose to do, it's on you. Don't blame me for anything that you do. But take the advice, use it responsibly, okay, in your situations. Because for some of you, I got a feeling this is relating to your job, career, your money, finances, or whatever. Whereas others of you, this could relate to your love life or your health or whatever's going on, or somewhere in your personal life. But it says step away from the crowd. You don't have to blend in with everybody else. You don't have to go along with what everybody else is doing. You don't have to fall in line with everybody else. Be your own person. Stand out. Go your own direction, because these sheep are all pointing in that one direction. They're all in formation, if you can notice. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, and they're being led. This sheep is choosing to stand out on their own, go their own direction, be their own person, and guide themselves and not be led in a direction in that everybody else is. They're choosing to not blend in, okay? And that's a person who will speak up. That's a person who will be assertive. That's a person who will empower themselves and things like that. Don't be herded. Don't be a sheep. Don't be, you know, if something don't seem right, if something's not coming off right, you know, don't be led or whatever. But like I said, take this advice responsibly. Don't come back to me and say, I lost my job because of you. Don't do that to me. Because I'm not taking any accountability for that. Whatever advice you guys get from my readings, you're responsible for how you carry out that information or how you choose to use it. I'm just here to, you know, help you guys or empower you. But I am not I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not a legal counsel. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not, you know, your medical advice, or, you know, I'm not a professional therapist. So, you know, don't blame me for anything that does not work out in your favor. But at the same time, I'm not saying you can't take my advice. I'm just saying use it responsibly and use good decision making and intelligence, okay? Be responsible, be accountable for whatever's going on in your life and whatever it is you choose to do. The other card you guys have, connect with your soul family, okay? I feel like this is just saying connect with people who you know really kind of have your best interest at heart, people who you know resonate with you in spirit and in the same energy, people who you know who are in who are in harmony with you or who have harmonious energy with you. Those are people you want to connect with. You know what I'm saying? Be around people who, like I said, they have integrity, honesty, positive energy. That's what I really feel like that more resonates with you guys. Um, you guys know how that should resonate with you, but that's the way I interpret that card. Now, the final card I have here is a romance card. This is for those of you who this resonates with your love life. This reading may or may not resonate with your love life. But the fact of it is, sometimes these cards can relate on a general level. Regardless, this is for those with the love life interest, and those who, even if it doesn't, it may resonate with you in a general way. This says, let your friends help you. Okay, which is interesting because, like I said, that other card, well, I can't grab it back again. I stuck it in the deck. It said connect with your soul family. And it's like I was saying, connect with people who, you trust, people who, have good energy and things like that. And ideally, that would be friends, okay? So it's saying let your friends help you. I feel like this resonates with everybody. And this is ask for and accept support from others, okay? So that's generally really good advice, And it's like I was saying earlier, extend yourself to others so that you can receive this generosity, this kindness, this help, this assistance, so that you can tackle this giant. Okay, so that you can tackle this larger than life issue for that good outcome, for that change of luck for you guys moving out of the 2017 year into 2018, okay? Because I feel like everybody has got something, a change of luck coming. Things are going to get better, but you have to make sure that you are proactive and in that coming about as well. Don't sit and wait for it to happen just because everybody's saying, oh, everybody's got better luck in 2018. That may be true, but it's also pending upon the fact that you are expected to also do your part in carrying that energy out. You're still expected to play your role. You're still expected to put in your work and your efforts. It's, that good luck is not going to come just because you sit there and wait for it to happen. No, it doesn't work like that. It just means the energy is going to be in your favor. So whatever it is that you're doing to be proactive, whatever it is you're doing to empower yourself, you're going to reap the benefits from that. You're going to see your situation change around for the better because you are proactive, and universally the divine wants you to benefit. That's why these alignments are set up this way. So empower yourselves, you guys. Use your free will. No matter whose readings you're looking at, whether it's mine or someone else's, whether this resonates or not, know that whatever you're being presented is there to give you insight, to help warn you about some things, or to help you make better decisions or whatever, or to kind of know that, hey, if you keep pushing through, something good is coming, So that's all I got to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Hit the like button. I appreciate likes. And like I said, comment if you want to be entered into the drawing for the month of January. If you commented in the month of November, on the readings though, on the readings, not anything else but the readings, then you'll be entered into the drawings for next month and in this month. But make sure you pay attention to what I'm saying about that, because a lot of people whined about the reading I did for the free mini readings I did for the month of November. I pulled those comments from the October videos, and I had put out a video before I even did that to let people know I was going to do this, and people were like, hey, you left me out. No, I didn't. You're going into drawing for the following month, in which I'm going to be doing that in a probably another week or two. Okay, so be on the lookout. I just want to make sure I complete the actual readings for the zodiac signs. I know these things are getting out late, but I'm human and I do have a life outside of this. So sometimes I get too busy or bogged down, or my energy is not there to do it. And if my energy isn't there, I don't want to cheat you guys and give you the worst reading ever with me tired and, stumbling over my words and things. Yesterday I had the worst allergy where I was sneezing all day, like just repeatedly, stuffy nose, and just I looked horrible. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to give my all to a reading that way. That's not fair to you guys. So anyway, peace, love, appreciate you guys.